You are looking live at Mennen Sports Arena in Morristown, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Rockets girls are getting set to take on the New Jersey Colonials. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo. Glad to bring you the action on a Saturday night. Oh, a Saturday night, where the Rockets, clad in their road black uniforms with a gray Rockets logo, white numbers and gray trim, black pants, black socks mostly with a thick white stripe, and gray trim, get to take on the Colonials in their traditional red, white, and blue uniforms. White jerseys today at home, white socks, the blue pants, blue numerals, and red trim. They wear white helmets to the Colonials. The Rockets wear black helmets for the most part. Your goaltender today looks like it will be Grace Ulrich, and as the teams like to do when they have a couple of different goaltenders, as we mostly have here, they prefer, instead of splitting games within the game, they prefer to split the games in whole. So Grace slated to play all the way in this one, and Molly Rowe Smith slated to be in the nets on Sunday against the Little Flyers for the 16U team. Rockets gather round the near side goal, 17 minutes set on the clock in this non-league game. And we'll give you a little look at the Colonial side over there as they gather around as well. Rockets do the 1-2-3. Rockets head back over to the bench where they will see Coach Paul on the top step and Coach Vinny manning the D. Miss Jamie up here on the perch with me. 17 minutes there, as you saw on the clock. We'll try to get you names for both teams where possible. A lot of familiar names, and that be on both sides. We've had the good fortune of seeing many of these girls play over the years, mostly as an opponent and sometimes on the same ice as some of our girls, as 84 Ulrich occupies the net to your left. Kirsty and Lauren on D. Face-off, lift-off. Face-off with Barbara at center, Alex on the right wing, and Bug on the left. Colonials will bring it in quickly offside. Looked like Martin was just a step over the line as they were trying to bring it in over the right side. A bunch of these Colonials, not all of whom are on this team, joined up with a group of the Rockets girls and played in a spring league and in a couple of spring tournaments. So we got a chance to know some of them, including 14, Jessie Sperling, who just had the puck there and is one of the ones in pursuit back to get it. And she's having a wonderful season for the Colonials. Colonials move it in over the line, but Lauren will pick that off, and Fox chips it at her own bench, sends it to Bug, who sends it into the offensive zone. That's Aiden who's going to pick that one up. She was one of the ones who played as well. Long home run pass. This is Sperling, and she's going to get to it, even if she doesn't get it clean. Fox there to try to push her around, wrap around. Grace makes the save with the left pad, and the rebound comes to the near side. Martin has it. She's going to march out of the corner. Wrist shot. Grace gloves it, and whistle and a stoppage of play. 16:08 left, just underway here in the first period. Rockets and the Colonials. You might miss just a little bit on this side on the perch. Rizzo in the zone taking the face-off, wins it back to Cookie, and that was a shot that went just wide. Cookie had gotten a piece. Centered in front, and Sage Cohen tries to tip it in, but Grace comes in, makes the save with the logo of her jersey, and leaves no rebound. She'll set the lines again. Riz at center today. Lily Rose Smith on left wing, and the right wing is Cece Nieves. Face-off won by the Colonials. They get it in through the circle, comes close range, one save, and Grace couldn't hold the rebound there. She got it picked from under, not under her glove, but under her waffle side. It comes loose and moved around. Cookie's going to get this one and send it up but not out. Scott will get that wrist shot a few feet wide, and it goes to the far corner. Kirsty at the half board. Cece chips it out, looking for Lily. through open ice, and it goes through neutral ice where it'll be played forward and sent into the offensive zone by Sage. Lauren gets it in the far corner, sends it up for Cece, who uses the body as a shield. No icing because it touched one of the Colonial sticks there, so the Rockets can change in wholesale nearly behind the play. They leave one or two out there. Cookie defending here as Julia will come through. She sends it through and Scott sends it just wide. Foley is a familiar name. She's played with some of the girls here on the Rockets team as well. Sent out into neutral ice, and the Colonials will regroup and send it in onside. Chasing it down will be Kirsty in the far corner. She'll look and try to send it through, but can't. Centered, coming down late, and what a save by Grace off the wrist shot in the slot. Not sure who that was. 13 got that. If she turns around, we'll get the name. Quinn on the face-off near side. She's got Jules and Sydney on the wings, and they stack in the middle. Quinn wins the face-off back to Kirsty, hard around the far side to Sydney. Sydney uses the body to shield, but can't get possession of the puck as the Colonials get it. Wrist shot on net. Grace covers it, leaves no rebound. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 14:30 left in the first period. 0-0, Rockets and the Colonials. Rockets in black, Colonials in white, for the most part. On the face-off, it's won by the Colonials. They work it through the points, and the shot goes wide. It's sent up and out, no icing once again because it went right through a Colonial, and it doesn't have enough juice to get there on its own. Colonials will move it out on the break. Kirsty is retreating, and she's got Cookie back with her as the 4-on-2 Colonials come in. Wrist shot, and Grace is up to the task. She's had a lot of work early, and she's left only one rebound, and that rebound was quickly cleared away by her team. She doesn't leave one on this side, and with 14:06 left, we face it off again. Barbara has Alex and Bug with her. She wins the face-off to Kirsty, hard around. Rockets for the moment playing with 3D. We'll get to that reason in a moment. That should end at some point here, maybe in the first period, as Alex fights to get it out. Alex looks like she got dumped over there. No call. Barbara gets it and sends it in. It's a good thing that we're calling Landstrom Barbara since last season, because now with Lauren Fox, we would have had two Laurens elsewise. This one's sent out, but by the Rockets, so there's going to be no icing. Plus, it's not strong enough. Cookie's going to get it, take her time, and use the wide swath of ice behind the net to work it. Barbara gets there as Cookie was 1-on-2, and she sends it up the boards. Alex using the body. Despite her diminutive frame, she's going to be one of the most physical players out there and throw her body around with reckless abandon. And if she was a baseball player or a softball player, her uniform would be muddy and dirty from the first pitch of the game. She's the kind of player that you would see on a diamond, diving for balls in the infield and the outfield and sliding and diving into bases. That's Alex McCoy for. Kirsty gets it for Alex, sends it up. It's not going to be hard enough for icing. Alex and Bug are going to pursue as their team changes the other three players behind. Riz will get that. Oh, I thought Riz had it picked off. Colonials will get it. They'll send it in. This is going to be an icing. And that was an immediate bit of regret by 54. Not sure the name there. Sorry. She immediately had regret as soon as she sent it forward because she had a chance for possibly a 2-on-1 break or a 3-on-2. But sends it down for the icing. Rockets will take the face-off over there. Riz will be in the circle. Cece on the left wing boards, and Lily in the slot with a lot of company. Riz wins it over to Cece, who chips it off the backboard. Cece, the right-hander, wearing 18 and a white helmet. She's the one white helmet in black among skaters. There are two maroon helmets. There's one of them, Lauren Fox. Sent around for Riz, who comes back to deep safety to play that, and she chips it up for Lily, and then eventually slams through two and chips it out. Sent back into their own zone and now through neutral ice, but given up. Lauren's there, banks it off the boards for Cece and Riz as they try to power it up the left wing. Lots of company there. Cece almost picks it off, but nice play. That's 6 is going to take it, and she's going to curl and bring it in. She's got somebody in the slot. She's got Sage in the slot over there, and Folia coming down through the right circle, but good D by Lauren Fox there to break it up. Comes to the near side. Lily got a piece of it. Lauren and Grace try to work to get it out. They do that for a moment. Cece looks to chip it. Can't do it, but gets it out with her skates. 1-on-2. That puck jumped out offside, but the ref didn't see it, and he was obscured by the players right there. I'm surprised the low side ref, who you now see in the left corner, didn't whistle that one down. So a break for the Colonials. Folia back behind the net, spins, tries to center it for Scott. Folia loses it to Nieves. Cece will chip it out and try to get past the D. Nieves up the left wing, gets interrupted for a moment, tries to center it for Lily. Eventually Quinn comes through, and she's going to get called for a penalty. She took a whack at the puck, and it happened to be at the feet of the player, and the player fell down, but Quinn made contact with the puck. A very dubious call right there. I understand why the ref calls it. He sees a stick and a player falling, but Quinn contacted the puck right there wholly, and instead she's going to go in for a 2-minute penalty for tripping. So 91 in the box. The shorthanded penalty killers up front will be Jules and Barbara, who's taking the face-off. Lauren and Kirsty will be back on D. Face-off battled for. They come right through the slot, and it's sent just wide. One of the 13s, I think they have two. It's sent back in and nearly out. Now out as Lauren will get it and fire it down and chase after it. She's got Aiden to battle with, and Aiden eventually shields her off, and with the extra person out there. Nice interception by Landstrom, and she fired that one toward the net. Jules in pursuit now on the other side as the Colonials bring it out, trying to break out 3-on-2. Kirsty steps up. Jules trips up there on her own. Not a tripping penalty, nor no call. Rockets are changing behind the play, and Landstrom with a strong start to this game. 22, wearing the A in black. She's a dervish on the penalty kill. She disrupted half of it by herself. That's sent in by Lily Martell and quickly offside. Rockets now have Riz and Bug out up front killing it off, and Cookie and Kirsty on the back line. They have a minute 1 to kill off on the penalty. Martin wins the face-off, but Bug picks it off and sends it, let's see, forward. Bug through the offensive zone, got shielded off there. Could have been a checking call, but maybe there wasn't a gap closed in order to make a hit, so they play on. 45 seconds left on the power play for the Colonials. The Rockets have done a very good job killing it off thus far, giving the Colonials no chance to set up. Sperling in there as that shot blocked by Cookie. It goes to the far side. Riz, the first one in pursuit, forces it to go down low. Jesse's in the corner, but Cookie's able to beat her to it and go 1-on-2. Cookie up the near side, can't get it through. McCaffrey, looks like 54. Centered in front, one-timer, and that's a goal. Power play goal as the Colonials break out on top. It looked like McCaffrey, 54, took the feed from Sperling behind the net and one-timed it. Not much Grace could do about that one. She's been on top of her game. She saved the first 8. The 9th one goes in. Rockets still looking for their first shot, but the penalty kill, despite yielding the goal, was very effective right up until that final sequence. So the Rockets will have to regroup here, trailing by a goal. Colonials bring it in, and 22 fires one, and it goes off of a stick, and it redirected, and it finds its way through Grace. So they pot 2 very quickly within seconds of one another. 9:11 left in the first period. It's 2-0 Colonials. And Lauren going back and talking to Grace, and you know, sometimes you block the shot with your stick, and the goalie is expecting it to go in one direction, and it immediately changes direction off of the stick, and that's what happened there. Grace was just looking for it on the left post, and it found its way instead 5 feet the other way and through the pad. So the Colonials strike a couple in a few seconds apart as Jessie skates in. She takes a shot. Grace saves it off the face mask. She got it low and then off the face mask. Riz trying to get it out. Martin pushed her out of the way and takes the puck. Centered, but too strong. It's going to go all the way out, and that'll be a whistle right there. Let's see if they call the intentional offside and send the puck all the way down. Kepler sent that one in as it hopped over the line. the refs have been apt in some cases to call the intentional offside. That's when you know the play is going to be offside and you still send it in anyway. There's no more tag up offsides. That's a thing of the past at this level. You're either offside in the moment or you're not. And Cohen's onside as she brings it in. Sent through by Folia, backhanded toward the net but just wide by Scott. Rockets regroup. Kirsty's going to pick this one up and send it up the near side but not on the boards. It'll be an icing if it has enough juice to get over the line. It does, and they'll bring it all the way back to this end. And start it up with 8:20 left in the first period. Colonials on their home ice, or one of their home ices, leading 2-0. Quinn on the face-off. She wins it to the near corner. Tried to get it into the slot to Cohen. Chipped up the near side, just below you. Quinn tried to get it up for Jules. Battled for there. Cohen picks it through somebody and Grace with the stick save. It goes wide. Centered in front in the slot. Quinn is going to eventually get to this. Jules is going to get there. Needs to get that out. Gets pinned along the boards by McPherson and eventually gets it out. Sent along the far wall and chipped in by the Colonials. Kirsty using the body to prevent Scott from an easy trip on it. Curls back, Folia picks it off, gets to the low part of the circle and fires off a wrist shot that's stopped by Grace and covered up with 7:33 left in the first period. Colonials on two quick ones in the 9-minute mark with a 2-0 lead. They have the first 13 shots of the game, but it hasn't been so much a rope-a-dope as you might expect from the score and the shots. The Rockets just haven't had so much of a good sequence or two in the offensive zone of the Colonials, but they haven't given up a 2-minute shift in their own zone of Colonials possession. So the Colonials have been getting pretty much one shot at a time, including on their goals. Those were just single shots that went in. So the Rockets showing some definite improvement on that line, and if they can generate some offense here, they can get themselves right back into this game, which has a long way to go. 6:48 of it left in the first period. Kicked away by Landstrom. She's come out with a very strong game, 22. Sent down low and around the end boards. Kirsty gets to it first. Alex there waiting, but Aiden gets to it first and sends it back in. Sent out. Alex has a chance for a break if she can win the race. Alex down there has Bug with her. Well, she can't get to it first. Spun off there, and moving it up are the Colonials. They bring it through the offensive zone. Quinn back playing safety there, forces the outside centering pass. Lauren got a piece of, she tied up whoever had a chance in front. That was going to be a good scoring chance. Sent off the boards just in front of the Rockets bench, flipped up and back in as the Colonials hustle and get back onside. Rockets changing right there. They had too many, and they're just going to get the fortunate piece of officials not seeing it. Cece's going to get that one and try to fire it at the net, but it's blocked. It comes up, and Riz is retreating back with Cookie and Quinn. Drop pass, can't get to it. Riz is going to pick that one up, try to break through two. She trips. And let's see if they make a call right here. They're going to call the trip right there, so Riz draws the penalty. She would much rather have kept her feet and maybe broken in. She had the defense perhaps on its heels. And the Rockets will go on their first power play with 5:30 left in the first period. That's number 4, who is in the box for tripping for the Colonials. We can't say New Jersey because both teams identify with the New Jersey moniker. Riz wins the face-off towards Cece. Kirsty pinches in from the right point, but eventually the Colonials will get it out. Martin sends it through neutral ice, but Cece just picks that one off. She's going to turn and burn and chip it off the left wing boards. Cece trying to go back, can't hold it. Riz trying to break up that play there, and the Colonials will bring it out. This is one-on-one. It's Jesse against Lauren. It's sent in. One shot, two. Lauren blocked the first one. Grace took care of the second. Short-handed try by Sperling. She scored them in bunches this year for the Colonials. A wonderful player and equally great kid that I had the chance to get to know a little bit and family during our time in the spring. Battled for at the red line on the near side, and then in neutral ice, the Colonials will pick this up. They'll skate it into the offensive zone, trying to curl through. Wrist shot goes off the post, but not on the side to be dangerous. It was off the outside of the post. Lily's trying to get that one out. It's going to come out. Grace is going to chip it forward for Lauren. 53 seconds left in the power play. The Rockets had moments where they were going to be about to set up, but haven't been able to lock it in. And the bulk of the scoring chances here, two of them have gone to the Colonials. So the Rockets will, because of the, now we'll call it intentional offsides, get a face-off in the offensive zone. Barbara will take it, Bug on her left, Alex in the slot, Quinn at the right point, Cookie on the left. It's one. Bug gets decked over there, trying to regain her feet. She does. The Rockets try to keep it in at the point. They do momentarily, but can't do it. 1-on-5, Folia will take this out, send it at the net. Grace is going to have to cover that, so Julia Folia, 12, just a one-woman wrecking machine right there, winning that loose puck against two Rockets and getting a shot on goal 1-on-5 that had to be covered up, gaining the face-off in the offensive zone. She'll take the face-off against Barbara. Cookie's on the far boards. It's one. Barbara wanted to win it toward Cookie. She ends up winning it to herself. Near side for Alex, just out of our picture. Comes up the left side. Rockets trying to just get the puck out of their zone here and get a little power play juice going. Quinn will get this one, sends it a little too far for herself, shakes off Sage on the battle. Cookie gets it, and she'll turn and burn up the middle of the ice and send it a little too strongly for Bug. The Rockets will have to change. That'll be at the expense of the remainder of their power play, but they do get a change out there, and Riz is with Alex and Bug at the moment. Kirsty and Quinn on the back line. Gets through one, wrist shot goes wide by Scott. Moreno there chips it forward, but can't get it through. Kirsty beats Scott to it, Bug over there trying to battle for it. It's sent through, but Riz picks that off, and she's going to bang it off the boards and look for Alex just below you. McPherson comes in and she chips it back forward. Folia and Moreno collide. It's sent up but not out. Wrist shot, that one looked like it hit the outside of the net at ice level. So Grace has been on point. She's gotten 14 of the 16. And the two that she let in were of no fault of her own. Riz picks it off, and she's going to try to get through some open ice here. She'll skate it into the offensive zone, but can't get through McPherson. She was looking for McCoy in the middle. Kirsty grabs it, sends it in. Onside, no icing. Riz the first pursuant forward with Alex there as well. Alex will try to pick it up. Bug sort of got a piece of it just in the offensive zone, but couldn't keep it in. Bug has a chance to get that one. Oh, Bug's still battling for it. It's chipped off the boards at a sharp angle. Riz tries to get it. She was trying to go back down low for Bug, but Bug was retreating the other way to cover the point. Nice play by Lauren to keep it in. Sends it over to Jules. Jules banks it off the boards on the right side. Can't keep it in. Sent down. Kirsty got a piece of it. She's got Lauren with her. She'll use her defense pair person, and Fox will send it up and into the neutral zone. Neutral zone play here. Ping-ponged about between both teams. Sent through neutral ice and now into the offensive zone. Behind the D, Kirsty gets back to get a piece of a shot that Grace made the save on. That was ticketed. And it was another one that redirected. So the Rockets are doing a good job getting sticks on sticks. They're sometimes just redirecting shots. And on that one, it redirected, but Grace made a brilliant save with the blocker. Cece's going to pick this one off and skate it out of her zone. The Colonials will skate it in, but the Rockets will knock it back out. Nieves comes up, right circle, wrist shot, blocker save, and that will count as the Rockets' first official shot of the game. Cece Nieves, 18. She's with Lily. Centers, redirected by Jules just wide. That should be maybe their second shot of the game. That looked like the goalie got a piece of it. Lily's going to jump off. Quinn bangs the player along the boards over there, and they're going to call her for it. The player is down, and she's just looks like she got the wind knocked out of her, but I see her waving to her teammates that she's all right, and she's going to get up. Aiden Masterton, she's a tough kid, and looked like she just got the wind knocked out of her on the angling. So Aiden's okay, and she skates off gingerly. Quinn will go into the box. I'm not sure if they gave a checking or an interference, but either way, it will be another power play for the Colonials. They scored on their first on a one-timer from the top of the crease by the player you see on your right, 54, far side. Martin wins the faceoff back to the point. Wrist shot hits Sperling, friendly fire. Fox knocked that one away. They were going low for the redirect, and the Rockets clear the zone. 40 seconds left in the period, which the Rockets hope to end without giving one up. They would sign right now for carrying the power play over into the next period. Landstrom uses the body to shield off her player. Cookie fakes like she's going behind the net and comes up the boards but can't get it through Sperling. Cookie banking with Jesse, and Cookie's going to win that 50-50 battle. It gets up but not out. Bug out there nearly trying to snipe one. She would have been possibly off to the races as we're under 10 seconds. Colonials screaming to set it up. Kepler wrist shot goes off the outside of the net. Jesse centers it, picked off by Lauren. That's going to expire the period. That goal would not have counted. It would have come after the whistle. So there will be 68 seconds left of power play time for the Colonials when they commence play in the second period. You see Izzy Camerata skating in now with her 2 sticks and the wrong socks. She'll get fined for that. Well, not fined, but in the kangaroo court, the girls are certainly going to make fun of her for standing out by wearing the gray socks, which are supposed to go with the gray home jerseys, and not the black socks that go with the black road jerseys. So here's the skinny on that, which we promised to bring you earlier. And by we, I mean me. Izzy doubles as a referee. So 93 was a referee on rink 1 or 2, I'm not sure which one it was, for a youth game, and that was going to stretch into about the first period of this game. So she hustled from her refereeing posture and position, got dressed, and has joined her team for the remaining 2 periods. Now, what else does that mean that we talked about? That means that the Rockets will have 3 lines and 2 pairs of defense. They played the first period mostly, it looked like, with 3 on defense, and now should Coach Paul and Coach Vinny choose to play it with an even number up front and back in terms of the amount of pairings. In other words, 3 forward lines complete and 2 defense pairs complete. He has the option to do that. And we'll keep an eye out and see who might join the D from the forwards and who might join forwards from the D. Riz is going to be out to take the face-off up front, and she will kill it with Lily. Kirsty and Laura, the defense pair. Liftoff in the second. Martin wins the face-off and Sperling takes it in. Sperling with a long-range wrist shot that Grace clears away with the paddle of her stick. It's sent up the left wing by Lauren. She gets through one, pushes another down. Lily's going to get in there. Let's see if she gets the puck. Lauren gets it, has a lot of traffic over there, but Fox doing a great job killing the penalty. Martin with the elbow to the back of Riz, and we'll have to watch as the physical play has picked up in the early going here. 35 seconds to kill off for the Rockets as a shot goes just wide. It was contested by Comercar. They'll skate it through and try to set up, centered for the one-timer. Goes all the way through and out. Rose Smith is going to be the one to pursue. That's Lily Rose Smith. 14 seconds left, and the Rockets are trying to kill off the rest of this here in the early going of the second period. Lily will send it up and out gingerly enough that it is not going to be an icing, perfectly killing off the remaining few seconds of the period, the power play. Rather, not the period. We have 15:44 left. McPherson to Martin, but Nieves in black breaks it up. She's going to break out with Riz. Cece and Riz, they have Sydney with them. Cece gets through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Wrist shot from a far angle is gloved and no whistle. They put it down and they continue to play on. They don't give the Rockets their second shot, so I guess that one was going wide. Izzy has jumped in on D and she sends that one in offside. So we have a pair of Isabella C's on D together. And there's another Isabella Cucci. There's another Isabella C. And she's not in attendance for this game tonight. She is missed, as always. So these Isabellas are rarely called by Isabella. In fact, none of them usually are called by Isabella, as Bug chips that one out of the zone. She was looking maybe to break Alex out. Colonials retouch and regroup. Sending the puck around was Cohen. She steers it to the far corner. Izzy, who is Camarada, will send it down. That looks like it's going to lose its juice and not go for an icing. So the Rockets here have done well to get pucks down deep, at least to afford themselves time and space to change or to stay out from under pressure as Scott brings it in for the Colonials. She'll get through the right circle, tries to center it, but Cookie knocks it away. So Isabel Cook is Cookie. Isabella Camarada is Izzy. Isabella Cucci is Bella. So there you have the secret of the Isabella C's, or the Izzy C's. Under 14 minutes now in the second period. Slapper, and it's saved by Grace. It looked like she got it with the mask. Chipped out, and the Rockets are pursuing with Alex and Bug. Sent up the near side wall. Scott's going to get it, and she's going to gain the zone on the right side. Alex changes for Lily. Cece gets it, sends it up for Lily. Lily and Cece trying to get to a 2-on-1. Battled for there. McPherson held it all up. Centered, knocked away by the goalie. Kirsty tries to get a shot through, can't get it. Cece trying to get it in, can't keep it deep. Kirsty jumps in. She's hooked right there. Where's the call? Stick was hooked all the way up. No call, and she had a chance to just march right in. So looked like Kirsty had pretty clearly drawn the penalty there, but I guess they were just calling it a stick lift. You can lift the stick, you can't hold on to that posture with the stick. Kirsty determined, undeterred, wrist shot sent just wide. Kamarkar. Rose Smith will get it along the far boards. Chipped up for Fox. She slides and falls, and it's going to be a 3-on-0 breakaway. 6 coming in, all on a Grace. Grace makes the save! Helrich stopped the breakaway! A far and away breakaway, 84 with the 100 save on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4 left in the second period. Grace making it look that easy on a high degree of difficulty save. After the play, Lauren was called for, I think, roughing as she was trying to clear the crease. But what a save by Grace. She's made many good ones this season, and that is right among them. Off the face-off, she finds a far angle shot from outside the left circle that she stops with the paddle and leaves no rebound. Quinn and Riz, the forwards, killing it off. Riz trying to pick the pass off between D. She almost was off to the races. Somehow that puck stayed in the zone. It was right in front of the referee, but boy, from this angle, it sure looked like it was out. They send it through the slot. It's disrupted there by Izzy. Wrist shot, knocked down by Izzy. Chipped off the boards by Cookie, but not out. Cookie will battle for it in the corner. Quinn picks that up, hard off the boards, but kept in at the left point. Riz trying to snipe the pass between the points and forces it down low. Loose puck in front as he gets to it and clears it away after the save by Grace. 1:31 left in the power play. Riz is going to pick this off. Instead of sending it down, she's just going to skate it. She's got Aiden in front of her. Riz, wrist shot, it's off the glove, it's loose, and she has to cover up. So Riz didn't get all the way through, but she fires the wrist shot off from the top of the slot, and the goaltender did not catch it cleanly and had to cover it up as Riz was in pursuit. So shorthanded kill. The Rockets have looked pretty good. They let up a power play goal, but it was only on a single sequence. 11:51 second period remaining, 1:15 on the penalty to Lauren Fox. Colonials win the face-off in their own zone and they break it out into the offensive zone. They're trying to get set up and the Rockets aren't allowing them too much to do that. They'll work it around. Backhand, Grace save, no rebound, covered. Score and time, those are the things you want to know. 2-0 Colonials, 11:31 left second period, 57 seconds left on the power play for the team in white jerseys. They send it through the slot, one-timer by Jesse, kicked away by Grace. Ulrich is keeping them in it. She's absolutely as sharp as could be today. Didn't have much of a chance on either of the two goals as the Rockets clear it out. Looked like Kirsty with a little help from Lauren. Bug pursuing in neutral ice, trying not to allow a clean break-in. Whistled a wrist shot. Grace knocks it down with the blocker and never lets it fall to the ice. The last 26 seconds of the penalty are going to be killed up front by Cece and Alex. And Izzy and Kirsty on the back line. So McCoy getting some PK time, and McCoy trying to pick off that pass between the D. Wrist shot, directed in front, but not at the net. That's a good job by Camarada. She wasn't there in the first period because she was reffing. Down to 10 seconds left in the power play. Rockets need to keep them off of it here, and Lauren will jump either right, probably to the bench, or actually looks like Coach Paul's telling her to go out the ice, on the ice. She's going to jump on the ice. Oh, they were looking to get her behind the play coming out of the box. So the Rockets have killed it off. They've netted themselves no goals, but they've added a couple of shots here in the earlier going, the first 6:32 of the second period. The shot's still lopsided according to the scoreboard, 28-3 in favor of the Colonials, but the Rockets have a couple here already in the second, and they've been generating some possession and some shots in a shorthanded posture. Back to full strength. Cece takes the face-off, wins it back to Izzy. She's got Riz and Lily with her. It's loose in the slot, pushed down. Cece pushes somebody down. Riz knocks the puck away from McPherson, who fires a shot on the net. Grace knocks it down with the paddle and covers it up before anybody else could get a look at it. Face-off win by the Colonials, and I think Folia fired it off the post. Riz and Lily trying to get it out. It eludes both of their sticks, and the Colonials keep it in. They have possession for a moment. Let's see if they can get the Rockets on their heels or if the Rockets are up to the task. The Rockets are up to the task. Cece gets it. She's going to skate out with Riz and Lily. They split up and get some space. Cece's going to pursue into the corner. It goes near side. Lily's going to get there. Can she get there first? She can't. Scott gets it. Izzy pinches in at the point. Cookie playing safety. Gets a body thrown at her by Folia, but moves the puck forward. Cohen, as the puck reverses to the far side, gets it in. Goes behind the net. Cohen will get it behind the net. Tries to dish back. Still loose behind. Fought for. Cookie's going to get a piece of it. Cookie looking for some open ice. Banks it off the boards. Lily tries to shield, and Lily steers it up forward. McPherson gets it and whacks it forward. Scott will pick it up, tries to get through Izzy. Izzy recovers and knocks it away. Scott was going to be in alone, but Camarada recovered. She's not often played D in this uniform. In fact, this is the first time I can remember seeing it. But she's out there because that's what the situation calls for. Alex trying to pick that pass off, and there's going to be a slash behind the play. We'll see who's going to the box, and it's going to be, it's like 6 for the slash. So the Rockets will get a power play. Looked like it was behind the play. I didn't see it happen, but if the referees say it happened, then heck, it doesn't matter if it did or not, or it did not. Rockets will open the power play with Barbara in the center circle, Bug near side, and Alex on the right wing. Kirsty at the point. Swish shot by Bug off the faceoff. Still no whistle. It's loose. Bang the puck in. Oh, girls, attack that puck before there's no whistle. The ref had vision of it. It was right between her pads. Couldn't see it from up here. But if there's no whistle, you hustle at the net, and everybody just stops. So the Rockets with a wondrous scoring chance, sent at the net. That was Bug Holt off the face-off win by Barbara. One timing it right at the net, and geez, it just a little puck luck gets it through, and maybe a little pursuit, because again, that whistle did not blow, and that's the valuable lesson of you got to play through the whistle. Even if you don't see the puck, if they're not blowing the whistle, somebody could see it. Rockets are going to break in 2-on-1. Barbara has Bug. She shoots it, and it's gloved away. You got to get that head up, kid. You got Bug right down the middle. If she's looking up and if Bug's calling for that puck, now they're talking about it. That's a pass every time right there. You send your player in alone. But the 5th shot for the Rockets. And Landstrom has scored from there, so she's got a good shot. Cece in the circle with Lily on the right wing and Riz in the slot. Lacrosse style face-off. Lily tries to shovel it at the net, but finds traffic there. Cece's going to get to the corner, send it back low for Lily. Lily's going to forward it to Riz. Riz comes off the end line, centers it for Cece in front, but knocked away. This line trying to work it. Lauren's going to keep it in, but not long enough for her momentum to stay forward. Riz is going to try to pick that one off through traffic, and Cece jumps in for the trap and chips it forward. Cece, Lily, and Riz. And McCaffrey with the... Boy, if Lily had fallen down right there, she probably would have drawn a penalty because she was getting a stick in her skates behind the play. 38 seconds left in the Rocket power play here. They get through, do the Colonials, but Grace up to it as the player got behind the D, and Grace shut down the 5-hole for her 28th save. 7:21 second period remaining. 2-0 Colonials. They got both in a span of about 10 seconds in the first period, about almost midway through the first. Colonials win the face-off. Riz trying to grab that, banked hard off the boards. Riz 1-on-1, dangles. Oh, she had it. She just needed to dangle a little bit further, but 5 was able to pick it up. That's Kepler. Sent in by Cece, a little too strong for Riz to get it. Reversed and moved up. This probably is going to be enough to kill off the rest of the power play. Wrist shot, Grace save, no rebound. Ulrich is sharp. It could easily be 5, even 6-0, but Grace has been brilliant. Colonials will have an offensive zone face-off, shorthanded for 7 more seconds. So that's going to effectively kill off the second power play that the Rockets have had. But they got more possession there, and they're starting to build their shot total. At one point, it was 17-0, I believe. And now it's 31-5. So 14-5. The last 19 shots have gone to the Colonials, but it's a much better number for the Rockets, and it shows on the ice. Colonials send it in. Rockets haven't really let them set up too well. The Colonials have not experienced one of those 2-minute shifts in the offensive zone. Their chances have just been one-offs pretty much, and that's a great credit to Grace Ulrich, 84, in nets. She just hasn't let up more than a couple of rebounds, and on the goals, she didn't let up rebounds. They were single shots. One was redirected off of a stick, at the point of shot, and the other was a brilliant one-timer from the top of the crease that a goalie doesn't have much chance of stopping really at any level. Shot off the face-off by the Colonials. Grace steers that one aside. Comes to the point, they fire it cross ice. Sage gets it and fires it at the net. Grace knocks that one down. It didn't have much juice on it. Battled for along the boards. It looks like Bug went down over there after some contact that had sticks bang against the boards. Wrist shot, that's going to be a goal. That's a sniper goal right there by Julia Folia, 12. She curled out of the corner, and she had somebody on the far side and looked like she was going to pass, and instead she fires a shot pretty much without looking and finds the upper right quadrant of the net. Grace fixes the net back there as it looked like it got off his moorings a little bit. Referee looks down at Grace. He drops the puck without the goalie being ready. He looked down there, but only as a service. He didn't actually check to see if the goalie was ready. Grace had to fix the net, which really should be the referee's job. So the hardest and most thankless job in sports is being a referee, and that's why you make a mistake like that. And, you know, if that costs a team like the Rockets, who are doing everything they can to stay in this game, that's disappointing. Nevertheless, there are human beings out there. Riz trying to come out with Cece. Cece gets it, headman for Riz. Riz knocks it down, gets a little traffic from behind, tries to, I don't know if she was shooting or passing. Cece shovels it in front. It's loose, still loose, and covered up with the blocker. Cece and Riz trying to work a little magic right there. Let's see if they registered the shot on goal on the board. I don't know how they couldn't. That was definitely one there. That a shot on goal means if the goalie wasn't there to stop it, it would have gone in the net. And in fact, the Rockets get their sixth shot. Nieves wins the faceoff, sends it toward Lily in the slot. Lily's going to battle into the corner. She's pushed down there, steered into the boards. Riz battling behind the boards, 1-on-4. 4 Colonials behind, and they'll move it up, and let's see if Cookie can keep it in. Cookie doing some deft work there to keep it in for the moment. Beard chips it out, Riz gets it, and she will curl once, curl back the other side, sends it through into traffic, the danger zone for Quinn, but couldn't connect. Colonials are bringing in the offensive zone with 4:30 left in the second period, and the Colonials having built their lead to 3-0. Shot, low rebound off the shot that Grace saved at first, so she couldn't corral the rebound there. It looked like she had her teammates with her. Riz is almost behind the D. She's ready to get the headman. If Izzy could see her now. Izzy's got to battle for it along the boards. That looks like it is Jules giving her a little help there. Cookie, no, that's Izzy. That one will bang off the boards and into the Colonials bench. Their alternate netminder retrieves that. There's probably a goalie dad somewhere saying, hey, I got credit for a save. I got credit for a save. Or a goalie mom. That's a goalie mom and goalie dad joke. Sydney gets it off the face-off, but blindly tries to send it forward, and it's picked off by Aiden, who sends it forward. Cookie curls, but there's nobody there but Colonials at the moment. Quinn comes in to help out, and she exchanges with Izzy, and they try to get it up towards Sydney. Sydney tries to get it there, tries to fight through. It's sent across ice and will find its way out as Jules, ever hustling 86, will get to it. Back to the point and sent in. Izzy gets it, sends it for Jules a little too strong. It's going to be icing, but good look by Izzy looking for Sydney's stick blade. Shots 33-6 in favor of the Colonials, but it hasn't quite been even since then. The Rockets yielded the first 17, and the Colonials' next 16 have come with 6 Rocket shots mixed in. And about 3 of them have been pretty quality scoring chances. Nothing of the utmost quality aside from Bug's one-timer off a face-off win. Wrist shot, Grace gloves that one. as she saw it all the way from the point. Barbara in the dot. Her wings are Bug and Alex. That's the way the Rockets started the game. Kirsty and Lauren back on D. There's going to be a penalty here, and it looks like it's going to be to the Colonials as it's whistled once they touch the puck. It's going to be a cross check. Let's see who it is. It's going to be Martin. So Martin with the cross check, and they're going to send that face-off all the way down. So the Rockets will have another power play with 3:12 left in the second period and a 3-0 deficit. Let's see if the Rockets can break into it here. They almost scored in this posture earlier. Bug in the slot. Lauren at the dot. Lauren tries to win the face-off, but Jesse's able to win it back. Lily Martell banks it off the near side boards. Lauren Fox steps in. Wrist shot goes just wide. Alex in pursuit. She's got to try to beat Jesse there, and she disrupts an easy clear. Sent at the net. It bounced off a stick. Rebound. Alex just shoveled it wide. Rockets buzzing here. Lauren keeps it in. This has been their best sequence of the game. Alex in front gets knocked down. It goes up the far side. Oh boy. Barbara tripped on the spin, and Jesse's going to skate it all the way into the offensive zone. Her shot attempt was blocked by Kirsty. Centering attempt was blocked by Bug. Wrist shot whistled wide by Aiden, and she's screaming so loud that I can hear her at the other end of the ice. Martell picks it and turns it into the offensive zone. McPherson's going to pick that one off. Lauren's going to skate it deep, and it's sent at the net, and Grace covers it up. No shot there, but she prevented anything else from happening. 62 seconds left in the Rocket power play. 2:13 left in the second period from Mennen Sports Arena. Rink 3. Nice perch they give us up here. Cece on the face-off. She's got Riz with her and Lily. Izzy and Cookie on D. Face-off won by the Colonials, but Cece jumped on the grenade with her feet and never let the shot get through. Colonials will try to maintain possession here. There's a one-time shot by Cohen. It's saved, and the rebound was saved by Ulrich. Rockets spreading out here, and Izzy is going to skate it through neutral ice. Camarada, she's going to have a choice to gain the line or dump it. She gains the line. Wrist shot, glove save, held on, and that'll be an offensive zone face-off. So Camarada does one of the things that you're looking to do, gain the line. The other thing is maybe get a shot, and she took the shot because she was looking for her options. Cece on the face-off tries to win it forward. Looked like she was trying to win it to herself and march toward the net, and she nearly had it. Scott will get it in. Wrist shot. Grace corrals it and never lets the puck hit the ice. So they'll take that whistle. 90 seconds left. Second period, 3-0 Colonials over the Rockets. 18 seconds left for the Rockets here to win this face-off and see if they can get a power play goal to start cutting into this deficit. They do win the face-off, and Cookie's going to skate it up. Cookie looking forward was going to pass to Riz. Cookie can't get it through neutral ice, and the Colonials are going to just about kill it off here. Camarada is going to have maybe one more chance. She's going to try to skate it through neutral ice. Dangles, gets through, gains the line. Wrist shot, glove down, rebound loose in front, and they can't get to it before it's covered up. So that's the good and the bad of the long-range shot. The good is, hey, get your shot on goal. The bad is, if you could wait just a moment and you get that rebound, you've given your teammates enough time to get there. Nevertheless, the penalty has expired on the Colonials, so the Rockets and Colonials will be full and even strength here, but the good is that the face-off's in the offensive zone. Jules battles for it in the corner, can't win it. Sydney will force her player to go up the middle and into the middle of the ice. Quinn whacks at the puck, but can't stop 22 from going coast to coast for a possession. Eventually, it goes to Kirsty, who's able to steer it out, courtesy of Jules blocking the player at the point with her body. That's what we call angling. Quinn knocks that one into the zone, goes down, gets up a little gingerly, And let's see behind the play, she seems to be okay. So Quinn skating it off at quarter speed back into the zone, curls off looking for the first moment to get to the bench, which she does. Very, very, very long change there. Ref's not looking. Good job by Landstrom to jump on the ice a little fast for her ailing teammate. Chipped up along the boards and out. That's Sydney using the body. That one's sent in offside by Kepler. 8.5 seconds. Face-off will occur outside of the Rocket zone. Second period, 3-0 Colonials. Big face-off here. Landstrom will take it. McCoy on her right. Holt on her left. Wins the face-off to Bug, who sends it forward. Good job. Banked in by McPherson. That's going to expire the period as Kirsty's there. Colonials get 2 in the first, 1 in the second. They lead 3-0 heading into the third. The shot's 37-8 for the Colonials, who had the first 17. So since then, it's been 20-8, which is much more the Rockets' speed. They would absolutely love to be out shooting them at any point in the game, but once you start evening out the shots a bit, that means it's usually reflective of how you're playing the possession game. And the best thing for the Rockets, although they haven't mounted too many extended possessions in the offensive zone, they haven't given up too many of those possessions in the defensive zone. And the Colonials are a very, very good possession team. They usually make their goals off of long possessions. In this game, they've made their goals off of 1 extended possession and 2 one-time shots, or one single shots with no rebound involved. And the Rockets have definitely picked up their play through the second period, and we'll see if they can break through here in the third. Grace Ulrich has been the star for the Rockets. She has 34 saves out of 37 shots. And there she is, 84. Occupying the net now to the left for the remainder of regulation. The Rockets are going to see if they can buck the odds here and start it out by cutting into the deficit and then seeing where the rest takes them. Liftoff in the third. Landstrom on the faceoff can't win it. Martin will get it at the far boards, has McCaffrey in front, but waited a moment too long. Now finds McCaffrey. One time, Grace gloved it, and she covers it up. What a save. They were going for the back door. And that's Sperling, the sniper that was right there. That's not an average player. That's a top flight scorer that she stopped. They'll face it off in the defensive zone. Barber can't win that one. Friendly fire. Barber picks it up, waits, banks it off the boards, has Alex perhaps behind the D. Alex will get it in the offensive zone and try to power it along the boards. Still loose now. Bug sends it toward the net. But nobody there except Colonials, and Colonials move it out. Izzy gets it, banks it off the boards for Bug, who banks it out of the zone. Colonials have one still deep, and they wait and move it in onside now. Cookie's going to get to that one and move it. Fakes to go behind her net. Now still in traffic in the corner. She's got Barbara down helping out, and Izzy guarding the top of the slot. Walking out is Jessie. Backhand roof. The goal. You give Sperling a little time and space, and it's going to end up in the back of the net quite often. That's a special player, 14, and she makes it 4-0 with 16 minutes left in the third period. Jessie marched out of the corner of a 2-on-2 battle with the puck, and she got in front and just absolutely roofed a shot into a place that nor Grace or any goalie is going to get it. So that'll be 4-0. 2 in the first, 1 in each of the second and the third for the Colonials. Rockets have, except for the first goal, they gave up another one 10 seconds thereafter. They've countered. After that goal, the second goal in the sequence early in the first period, or midway through the first period, the Rockets countered and were not playing on their heels. They responded well. After the goal they allowed in the second period, they responded well. In fact, they had the better chances of the last probably 3 minutes of the period. And now let's see how they do. Riz and Cece with Lily. That line has been able to generate a little bit of offense and a little bit of possession. Riz is going to get that one in the corner, sends it down for Cece. Cece centers it for Lily. Lily had just a little traffic there. Kirsty's going to pinch in from the point, send it low for Cece. Cece back to Kirsty. Kirsty shielded off, powers it toward the net, chipped forward by Lauren, who kept it in. Let's see if she could still keep it in. She does for a moment, but looks like Martell was able to move it out. Folia centers for Scott, but can't connect. Chipped up the boards by Lily. She's got Riz. And Riz trying to get through Lily. Martell can't do it. Still battling. Cece pop up. No infield fly rule called. Nobody gets to it yet. Now Lily gets to it. There's a couple of Lilies out there that are both lefties for each team. Moved in by Scott. She sends it toward the net. Grace chips it aside for Izzy. Izzy has nowhere to go, so she tries to forward it up the board. Cece's going to be in there and battle for it with the skates. It comes out by Sage. She sends it to the middle. Riz got a piece of it, just enough to keep Martell from marching in. Riz trying to get through Kepler. Let's see if she could do it. Can't. They're getting close. The Rockets are getting close to getting behind the D. Let's see if somebody can make their bit of magic. Sent through the slot, and Camarada will chip it up the boards. Riz trying to get it through Kepler. Riz is going to be off with Lily. Riz and Lily 2-on-1. She doesn't realize she has Lily with her. Shot blocked. Lily in front. Shot just wide. Rose Smith had the goalie down, and it looked like the puck just went on its edge at the last moment, and she didn't get the whole of the stick on it. It heeled out, and she sent it wide. Glorious scoring chance results in actually no shot on goal. Izzy uses the body to bump one off and send it for Quinn. Quinn for Jules, banked off the boards. This is not going to be an icing. It's not strong enough. Sydney there trying to pick off the pass. That one sent in onside, and Izzy tipped it. Under 13 minutes now, and what's picked up here in the last few moments is the Rockets have generated some offense, and they've been very close, and in fact did finally get behind the defense. Riz and Lily working on that one. Sent down below the line through the slot, and Izzy will whack that one out. Sydney's got a foot race as Izzy will jump off and change behind the play. Defense pair changes. It's now Kirsty and Lauren. Kirsty will skate it behind her own net. Look to turn and burn. Tries to get it up to the point. Sydney couldn't get there to shield, and they send it back in. Lauren picks off the slot pass. It pops out over a stick. Sydney and Jules trying to work and get behind the defense. They nearly had it. Rockets stretching out there, which is good. The wings are getting high, and they have forced the Colonials' points to stay high and not join the play. And they have offensive defensemen on this team, so that's been a very good sign here. Backhand shot, one save, cleared away by Lauren for the moment. Sydney trying to get there, wrist shot, glove save, and pushed aside. Quinn's going to go down low to get that, hard off the dasher, and Jules is trying to pick that one off of Kepler, gets a little help from Kirsty, and Jules is eventually going to get that one out of the zone. Sent back toward Kirsty. Kirsty knocks it down with the glove, sends it off of Jules' skate and in onside, no icing. Rockets not going after it with alacrity though, and that's going to allow the Colonials to break out pretty much on the shoes of Martin, the skates of Martin, who will power right at the net. Backhand, Grace got a save on it, loose in front. Quinn's battling, plays the body, not the man, and wins the battle. Good fundamental play by Moreno. Rockets now can't get it out. Bug will see to it well, Jules will see to it that they get it out. So that was one of those risky sequences for the Rockets where they could very well have been caught in their defensive zone for a long time, but they've been thwarting those long possessions. McCaffrey looking to get it. Camarada breaks it up for a moment. Martin gets it low, tries to backhand it, but finds Barbara's stick. Landstrom playing, in my estimation, her best game of the season. I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen a lot. And she's brought a lot to the table today, 22. McCoy, 1-on-3, sends it at the net, but just wide. Paused behind the net and turned up the near side. That is not going to be an icing because I guess they thought it was too close to Landstrom, but she had to spin around just to get there. I think that's probably not a great call, but what do I know? Izzy's going to get through the right side, over the line, and over the end line. She's got Barbara playing safety. Cookie's at the point. Camarada leaves it for McCoy. Can McCoy get there? Sends it behind the net for Bug. Bug tries to center it, but it goes off of the stick. She was looking for Alex in the slot. Scott will skate it in. She's got Cookie there. Cookie picks her pocket, but Cohen picks up the loose puck. Leaves it for Folia. Wrist shot. What a save by Grace! She shrugged it and got the shoulder on it. There was a rebound, and it was limited as far as the rebound scoring chance. 9:18 left in the third period. 4-0 Colonials. Rockets hanging tough. They would love to dent the scoreboard and then see what happens. Cece on the faceoff wins it to Kirsty. Cece picks it up again. Cece's got Lily and Riz. Cece gains the center line. Cece gains the right wing. Sends it at the net. Rebound off the shot. They almost put it into their own net. Riz was there, couldn't beat Aiden to the puck. Kirsty jumps in from the point and whacks it low. Riz behind the net will pick it up, tries to center it, but Martell picks it off her stick. Colonials will skate it out. Lauren there. Lauren trying to hold her up. They're going to call an interference on Fox right there, and that will be a power play for the Colonials. So what does that mean? When the player chips the puck forward and they yield possession, you can't use your body or your stick or anything else to prevent them from moving to the area to chase the puck, and that's what happened there. So what players have gotten adept at doing is if they see somebody that they don't want to skate through, they chip the puck forward and they try to make the player play them, and that's a way to draw the penalty. So we've seen the Rockets actually draw that penalty a number of times. Power play for the Colonials. Martell at the point. She will send it down low, but Cookie's going to pick that one off of Riz's stick. It's going at the net, and she's got to make a save. It's awkward, but that's the 9th shot on goal for the Rockets. Cohen off the long pass will gain the offensive line. Drop pass there for Scott. Scott trying to get through traffic, gets through the circle, and is battled by Cece. So Nieves wins that one. Cookie and Riz. Cookie going for Riz now. Riz trying to get behind the D, gets through one, gets tripped up. Let's see if they, no call! No call! A clear trip. She's marching in alone if there's no trip. One minute left in the Colonials power play that should be playing 4-on-4. Cookie steps in to block a shot. Cookie's going to come to the near side to retrieve it and send it through neutral ice offside. Aiden couldn't keep it in. This should be 4-on-4 hockey. Riz was behind the D. She was going to march in. She took a stick at the skates. No contact with the puck. That knocked her down. Prevented a golden scoring chance, albeit shorthanded. And no call. So we play on. 45 seconds left in the Colonial power play, and they'll get an offensive zone face-off here. As Quinn tried to send it through traffic, maybe off of a body, and it's icing. Icing in effect in all situations now. There's no more shorthanded, you're allowed to ice the puck stuff at this level. An adjustment for all, including announcers. Barbara on the face-off, but Jesse steals it. Back to Sperling near side. Sends it up to the point and back to the half board. Sends it down low. Now through the slot between the points. Kepler scrolling now on the outer boards to Martin below the net and behind the zone, the goaltending zone. Martin with time and space looking to create. She'll get open in the middle. Backhand. Grace one saves, chips it away. Loose puck, and they put it in. So off the goal mouth scramble, a little bit too much time and space as Martin skated it out of the corner and got one good shot there. Grace couldn't corral the rebound. It came loose. Nobody was marking McCaffrey, and she gets her second of the game. So it's a power play goal with 9 seconds left in the penalty, 6:58 left in the third period, and that pushes the deficit to 5-0 for the Rockets, who send CC out there with Riz and Lily looking to dent the net. CC wins it over to Kirsty, who's going to try to skate it right in, dumps it for herself. Kamakar behind the end line. She's working with Nieves. CC looking to get it through to the net, but finds a lot of traffic there. Colonials have picked up their defensive zone play. CC bangs somebody along the boards there. Izzy slams the boards and knocks away Beard's stick. So the physical play picking up, and both teams seem to be liking that. CC pushes down somebody. Lily trying to battle there with Beard. She's pushing her. It comes out as Izzy comes all the way up. Riz has got a chance for a breakaway. Lost the puck. She overskated it. There was somebody back there. Izzy's going to pick this one off at the point. Tries to get it through. Can't. Kirsty through traffic. Riz rebound. Where is it? Is it a save? It's a save. Riz looked like she was depositing that rebound in, but the goalie got her glove down. Good work right there. And that's the Rockets showing that they don't need too much. They didn't have much of an opening there. And one shot by Izzy was blocked. Kirsty stepped into the lane to take the shot. There was a save. Riz tried to put in the rebound. Riz off the face-off win tries to get it between the points to Kirsty, but there's a lot of Colonials that come up to battle that one out. Colonials will get it into the offensive zone here. Scott chips it forward. Under 6 minutes left now. The result in terms of win-losses is not much in doubt, barring a miracle. But the final tallies and the competitive play certainly not done yet. And it's been an entertaining game. Battled for along the boards, and Cohen will come out off the half board. She's just going to march right to the net. Backhander Grace makes the save and doesn't leave a rebound. So the Colonials now finding that breakdown with some consistency on the Rockets, who are just letting whichever player kind of come off the boards and kind of march just right at the net. I'll have to tighten that up. It's evident on film. Face-off battled for along the near boards, Cookie and Jessie. Comes out Martin. She's going to skate right into the slot. Slapper Grace with the save. Martin slams the stick blade down. She got herself room, and there's been a lot of it now in the last 5 minutes for the Colonials. They've just found what the Rockets are giving them right in front. Martin gets her pocket picked. McPherson looking for the hat trick. Ref, is he watching what's going on right behind the play right there? It's right in front of him. He blows the whistle, but there's a little pushing and stick battling and people getting decked behind the play. Nice save series by Grace right there. Colonials are going to change D. Quinn on the face-off, Sydney with her, along with Jules. Face-off to Grace's left. Colonials win it. Off the face-off, Izzy knocked away that shot. It was going at the net. I don't know if it was going in. Centering try thwarted. Colonials now moving it around with some alacrity. They're getting the possession here, whereas they haven't really gotten it in the first two periods. Izzy's going to knock that away for Lauren. Lauren's going to bank it off the boards, but can't find Sydney. Colonials try to send it through the crease, but Izzy knocks that away. Jules is going to try to get this one out. Beats 3 Colonials to force them out of the zone. McCaffrey's going to skate it in, and she's going to turn the corner. Wrist shot, Grace with the save, and Izzy slams against the board. Seems to be okay. Nice save there by Grace. Didn't let the rebound hit the ice. 4:20 left in the third. Barbara on the face-off. Alex and Bug with her. Cookie and Kirsty on the back line. Barbara wins the face-off. Beard tries to step in. A wrist shot by 13 sent just wide. Has it in the corner, but Barbara knocks that away from her. Takes her time and uses the time and space. Finds Cookie there with Bug, but it's a 2-on-2 battle. Bug's going to win it, send it to the point, but not out. Wrist shot, friendly fire. It hit Aiden, and eventually the Rockets are able to steer it out. Martell's going to get it, tries to send it through neutral ice. Can't do it without it hitting a bunch of players that she doesn't want it to hit. Barbara banks it off, just like you see in the drills. Kirsty took a little bit of an elbow right there to the face. Disguised. Good to see from my perch, hard to see from everybody else's. Cookie tried to go up the boards, couldn't do it. Barbara's trying to skate it up the boards now, and Bug comes in to help. A lot kindergarten soccer over there. A lot of jerseys in one spot. Bug sends it in onside. Martell's going to get it, and she's going to turn. She's going to gain the line on the left side and send it in. Goes over the end line. Kirsty's the first to it. She chips it, was looking for Bug, but it hit a little patch of ice, and she sends it to herself. Cece's there. Cece's coming in with Alex. Cece gains the line, sends it for Alex, but she held up, trying to stay onside. Under 3 minutes now. 5-0 Colonials, but the Rockets have hung tough here. They gave up 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 here in the third, as they came apart a little bit on certain plays, but the story has been that they haven't given up too much possession for the balance of the game in the offensive zone. Sent all the way down, and no funny bounces, so that's going to be yet another shot from long range. You take them any way you can get them sometimes, as Cece picks that one off. Cece trying to skate in. Riz was hooked behind the play. No call. Riz goes to the far post. If we could ever get the puck down there, she'll be all alone. It's sent down below the end line. Kepler gets to it first. Riz is going to battle her for it. Stick battle there, won by Kepler, and she'll move it up and get it out of the zone. Still battling Cece and Riz, and now it's backhanded through neutral ice, and Cohen's going to bring it in. Far angle shot was actually redirected off of Izzy's stick, but Grace was able to keep up with it. Izzy has a little speed going here. She's going to try to get through, tries to dangle, but can't get it through. Colonials will turn it in, and that one's picked off. Moreno thwarts Folia. 100 seconds left from Mennen Sports Arena in Morristown, New Jersey. Now down to 96. 5-0 Colonials. They have the 51-12 edge in shots, but the Rockets have been able to build on that after a slow start, and they will try to put a puck in the net here before it's all over. Quinn on the face-off. She has Lily in the slot and Riz on the left wing. Kirsty between the points, and Cookie on the left point. Face-off won by the Colonials. They'll take it behind their own net and come up to the wing breakout point. McPherson chips it forward. This is going to be Sperling. She's going to try to turn the corner. Cookie's back. Sperling with the drop pass. Martin picks it up. Martin over the line. 1:20 left in the third. Moreno down battling. 1-on-2. Sperling's going to walk from the corner, but not cleanly. Hammercar plays the man and not the puck and wins the battle. Still possession to the Colonials. Sperling behind the net. Cookie blocks that one away. Sent up the near corner boards. McPherson's going to pinch in. She tries to send it at the net. Cookie blocks it with the shoulder, and Lily is going to skate this out. Lily battling through. She gets it out of the zone. 48 seconds left. Rockets a little gassed here on the back line. And let's see if Quinn can pick this one off. Quinn's going to pick it off. Chips it to the offensive zone. Riz is there if she can get there. Quinn sends it for Riz. Rebound, score! The Rockets dent the net with 33.4 seconds left in the game. Luisa Rizzo off the rebound from Quinn Moreno's shot. And the Rockets cut it to 5-1. 13 keeps them from getting a clean sheet, and that's the Rockets playing all the way till the final whistle. Barbara will jump out there for the face-off with Alex and Bug. One into the Colonial zone. Bug trying to pick that one off. Jesse's going to get this one, chips it forward. It's knocked away. Bug tries to send it for Alex, down to 21 seconds. It's sent back into neutral ice. Kirsty gets it. She's going to have to persevere. Cookie knocks away a pass that was going right for McPherson, who's looking for her third of the game. 10 seconds now. Kirsty's going to reverse it. Alex going to come to the near side. She'll get a stick on it. 3 seconds. They send it low. Martin tries to send it at the net, but whiffs on it, and that'll do it. Rockets congratulating their goaltender, Grace Ulrich. She's not going to get a W next to her name, but without her, this game is probably somewhere in the area of 12-1. A great job by 84 tonight. The Colonials get 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and then Luisa Rizzo pots one with 33.4 seconds left, even strength, to spoil the shutout and make a little bit of a better showing on the scoreboard and on the rides home, and for the 16 and 19 teams as they head into their Sunday doubleheader with the Little Flyers. We'll give you a look at the scoreboard one more time, and we'll see if Coach Paul wants to jump on a separate stream later for a coach interview. Well, that's going to do it from Mennen Sports Arena in Morristown, New Jersey. The Rockets fall to the Colonials 5-1. Final shots 51-13 for the Colonials. If you want to get all the updates on Rockets hockey for the girls, then hit that subscribe button. And once you do that, hit the alerts button as well. And I'm glad to have you on here, even if you're from the other side. We got some actually nice comments earlier from one of those on the Colonial side who caught some of the action last year during the pandemic, and I was grateful for that. So thank you to all from all sides for checking us out over here. And Miss Jamie tells me to get Coach Paul coming off the ice. So we will do that, as his job is never done, carrying the extra sticks, bags, puck bags, clipboard, and everything else. That's going to do it from Mennen Sports Arena in Morristown, New Jersey. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching. New Jersey Rockets, girls hockey.